Karma babies, how are you today? I'm doing really well. You know, we've been getting a lot of rain here in Mississippi, so I haven't spent a lot of time outdoors, more time indoors. So I was sitting here at my computer desk and this thought just popped into my head. You know, you're always seeing all over the internet 10 things here and 10 things there and 10 popped into my head. My top things that I learned from this little interlude that we've been going through. That's what I'm going to call it, an interlude. I'm going to call it an interlude because that's basically what is come up close and very personal. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the top 10 things that I've learned through this isolation time, and it has indeed been an isolation time. And so I wrote myself some notes, and I'm going to read them one by one, and they're not in any real particular order, but they are in an order, you know, sort of. I always contradict. I always do that, guys. Sorry about that. But listen, let's start out with number one. During this time of introspection, is that a word? I think it is. Introspection. I think that's a word. I know it's a word, but I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Well, anyway, guys, one of the top things that I learned during this time was becoming a prepper, not just a short-term prepper, you know, for a short amount of time, but becoming more of a long-term prepper. And by that I mean I've showed you my pantry, I've showed you my freezers, and I've shown you some of the products that I've bought that I've stored up for long-term, you know, the rice and the meat, beans and peas and things like that. And it really has taught me, even now, the other day, I actually went to the store with my daughter the other day for the first time. I hadn't been to the store in at least a couple of months. And the shelves are bare, guys. You must prepare now. You have to prepare now for leaner times. And that means buying a little bit extra every time you go to the store. So prepare for long term. That's number one. You got to be able to sustain yourself when hard times come around. Number two, gardening. Man, last year and this year, I've really enjoyed getting out in the dirt, getting out and growing my own food. And so far, one of my favorite things to grow are tomatoes. And that's because I love tomato sandwiches. And I love making salsa and tomato sauce. Grow your own food, guys, and then preserve your own food. So learn how to do canning, how to can, how to freeze dry, how to, you know, do different methods of storing your food and putting things to the side, because it's going to come in handy for you. You know, it's going to come in that you're going to need to have, you know, your vegetables in the freezer, or your vegetables, you've canned them up in a jar, or you've, you know, freeze dried them, or, you know, different ways of preserving. I have tomato sauce. I have salsa. Last year I made 41 jars of salsa, and I bet I might have 5 left. So I'm going to be making a big batch of salsa again this year. I'm looking forward to it, and the convenience of it, just the convenience of going to your pantry and taking out what you need. If you've got meats in your pantry that you've stored, you don't feel like cooking, but you want a hearty meal, you just go to your pantry and take it out. That's number two. I learned how to shop different. Like I just said, I hadn't been to the store, the grocery store, in a couple of months. And that's because I have everything here that I need. I am blessed that at the beginning of the pandemic, my plan was to get out and shop, shop, shop. Because at the height of the season, I did not want to go out to the stores. So I have learned to shop different since all of this has happened. And I'm loving it. I've learned to shop Amazon, Sam's Club. You can just go on the internet and you can order anything it is that you need. You don't have to go to the grocery store and, put yourself at risk, so to say. Put yourself at risk. If it's something that you can get off the internet, I suggest that you do that. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been buying all sorts of things off the internet. I've bought dog food, cat food, toilet paper, you name it. I bought it off the internet. I shop, like I said, through Amazon. I shop through Sam's Club. I shop through Walmart. There's easier ways to do it, and you get it delivered right to your doorstep. So that's another thing that I've learned how to do. A major thing and a major source of saving money is I learned to do my own hair. Yes, do my own hair. I've learned to do my own nails because I really don't do a lot of polish and all that on my nails because I'm always in the kitchen cooking and I don't like to have the polish on. So I've learned to take care of some things, without going out and spending money. And this way I am actually saving money. I really am. I remember the last time, just a little bit before the pandemic, my granddaughter, Shauna, my daughter Desiree, and I, we went to get our nails done. And of course we had to have a pedicure and all of that. And I paid $170 some. By the time you tip, that's $200 for my nails and my feet. And when I did that day, I was determined to myself, never again will I spend that sort of money for things that I can do for myself. That's $200 that just went, out the window. And I can pamper myself. I can do my own toes. I can do my own pedicure, my manicure. Come on, guys. We've got to learn how to save a little bit, and figure out different ways to, treat your own hair. When I have bad hair days, I've learned to just put a hat on, a cap, or do one of my scarves. So I don't worry about it that much anymore. Learn how to take care of yourself, guys, and it's very rewarding. Very rewarding because you're pampering yourself, and nothing better than to pamper yourself. Even better than having someone else pamper you. That was number 4. Number 5, learning different ways of being entertained. I picked up books. I've started reading more. I used to be an avid reader, and my daughter Desiree, she just devours books and novels. I used to be an avid, guys, I used to work at a library. I worked at a library. I used to be an avid reader, and somewhere along the way, you tend to, you stop doing things, and when you stop doing them, they become on the back burner, and then you forget about them. Well, during this time of isolation, I've been reading more. I've learned of different ways to entertain myself, like getting in the kitchen and creating a new and exciting meal. I've become friends with Netflix. I've become one with Netflix. Yes, I've learned how to use that. And I've just been enjoying some different series. I even have started watching, and I've watched quite a few of Stranger Things. Yes, I've been hearing a lot about it, and now that I'm doing Netflix, hey, I want to watch all the new and latest flicks also. So entertaining myself, and just enjoying myself and being one with myself. Number 6, making gifts instead of going to the store and just buying gifts. I've learned to, share things that I make with my hands. I've shared, like I said, I've shared my salsa. I've shared some of my canned goods, some of my collard greens that I've made. I'm in the process of learning and perfecting my soap recipes. So I've shared my soap recipes. I'm making hot sauce, guys. I'm making just different things, facial masks, and different things that I'm doing. And of course, I have to share it with people in order to get their opinions of it. So saving money by sharing gifts that are much more appreciated by other people that you made them. And I get a joy out of sharing. So yeah, I gotta make more salsa because that goes fast. So that was number 6. Number 7, I've become closer to my family in a different way. By that I mean, instead of texting or speaking to them when I see them personally, now I pick up the phone and I call them. I call them and they pick up the phone and they call me. We FaceTime each other. Yes, I've learned how to FaceTime. We FaceTime each other and we talk to each other on the phone. Because I would wait, I'm going to see them next week. I'll talk to them then. But now it's almost on a daily basis that I talk to my daughters that are not here with me. I talk to my sister-in-laws more and my sister on the phone. And I feel that it brings me closer, more intimate. I find out about little things, little details that perhaps they don't share when you see them face to face. So that's another benefit of the top 10 things that I've learned through this trying time. Number 8. Number 8 is I've learned to become much more independent. I've learned to rely on myself and my own resources, figure out things. Man, when we had that ice storm down here, that was something that I'd never gone through. Living in Chicago for over 50 years, of course I went through different things, but of course I was with Tommy, and it didn't catch me off guard like it did. My pipes froze on me. I didn't have a bathroom to use. I learned how to improvise, how to go to the bathroom. I stored water, and was I ever lucky that I had food stored because I couldn't cook. I'm telling you, man, this past year and a half, I've learned so much about myself, and I'm so grateful for everything that's happened because it's just made me, more independent, and it's made me realize that no matter what comes, I can figure out a way to make it better. That was number 8. Number 9, I've learned how to become more grateful for what I have. I've learned to be more patient with what I have and what I have to share, and my attitude and my whole being. I have learned to be patient. Do you know that that's a gift? It's a wonderful, beautiful gift to be patient and to sit back, relax, and know that all things are going to develop as they should. And number 10 on the list is I am a stronger, more resilient, tougher, And I am a survivor. I am a survivor. Yes, I am. I've learned that I'm a survivor and nothing can stop me. Nothing can stand in my way. And I hope that you guys have learned some of those things. I know that you all have, because we've all gone through this pandemic together and we're all still in it, in the clutches of it. But we've learned that we can survive this, guys. We can survive anything. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being my karma babies. And thank you for hanging out with me. And remember, how others treat you is their karma. Yes, it is. It's their karma. But how you respond, babies, how you respond is your karma along. My karma babies, I love you. I love you. Bye-bye, guys. And I will see you when? I'll see you in the next video, guys. I love you guys. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.